coming. Okay. Getting comfortable. Sorry I am late. You guys, it really took hours to put this together. Um there was just so much, and I wanted to put it together in a way that I make sure that all of you can understand it. Okay. Welcome to WCIA Network. Sorry I'm late, y'all. Hi guys, I'm looking in chat, seeing who's here. It's excellent. um, yes, I got a hold of Animal Cruelty Company again, and I let them know what's going on. And what I did talk to them about was I want them to get a warrant, and I would like to go with them. So I'm just going to keep sending her information that she could build a case in order to have the right to go on property. I told them that it's going on in many places within Hawkins County. And I let them know how Hawkins County hasn't done anything, and it's real hard to get a hold of Animal Society, and that is the group that will do something about it. So they know, especially when you have the locals, like the local authorities that they don't care to do anything when they see a situation like that. I think that by me sharing that information was really, really important, because then they could see that if they don't go do something, no one's going to do anything, because I let them know what's happening over there, and that there's many places that I could bring them. So yes, seeing where that goes. Okay, welcome back to those who have not been here. Yeah, I hate anything with animals too. My daughter works as a vet. We rescue and we adopt and we foster many, many, many animals. And actually, I have one here. I'm surprising one of my daughters with. And to me, holding an animal is like holding a little child. It's I can't handle it. I can't handle it either. So you think I get emotional with these kids? I mean, and when I see the animals, rips me apart. Okay, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Um, and and if you'd love to become a member, I would love to have you. All right, you guys, welcome. So, as you guys know, the ones who have been here, the ones that are new, all I do here, all I do, everything I do, everything I put up here is for the sake of the Summer Wells missing children. I call them again. I'm going to go through this each time. I call them the Summer Wells missing children because the children that fall under her got gone reason and her abuse, her story is shared by many, many, many kids that Summer Moon Wells is trying so hard to work with, so all of them get their story heard. So they all get justice. And they will only get justice when they hear their story being told. Not when they see these people go to jail, not when they see the guilty. I'm going to show faces. I tried to mark them out the best I could, especially the children. It isn't fair. Even though I think a few of these kids are either past or they were already in danger, because some of these photos are going to go back to 2011, 2005. And that's going to show you how far back this goes on social media. I truly believe that it's the social media groups, and I truly believe in my heart, and I know that YouTube, social media, any platform that is pushing to find these children, we are the ones who are putting the heat on the authorities. I'm not saying we're going to solve it. We're not going to solve it. We're here to shed light on it. And I know I am here to show that this is something that's going on. No matter what case gets solved, the only way to solve this issue is to stop the issue. It's not about who took who. It's about stopping this whole entire sickness and killing our children and killing animals. That's what it's about here, you guys. I do see that there are certain parties that it's just let me explain something. Because I work with my clairvoyance and I journal and I write down my visions, I may not come up here and read them because at this point, I do channeling a lot, but I like to show it with photos and go grab the photos that match up to what I'm being told, because it works better for my subscribers here and for those that are tuning in, because then you could do something with it. I feel as if I stood up here and just gave you my channeling. I just don't know how big of a difference it would make, because I have learned a tremendous amount about the authorities and how they just don't work with people on YouTube. I've learned a lot through this process, and I feel as if my voice should and will be used as a vehicle for the children to shed their story and show their story in order to stop it from happening. Not as important as finding who did it, who's done it, blah, 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 because it's not just who. It's a lot of people. So when I come forth with information, like I'm going to show you today, it's almost 100 pages. It's 97 pages. This is to inform and to teach those that are going to really listen with an open mind. We're here to listen with an open mind, and something that obviously we just really can't relate to, and something that it's hard for our arms and our hearts and our souls to wrap around it, because it's really awful. And for any of us that have experienced abuse like this, I really hope to help bring justice to those listeners as well. I do. And I went through a thing for a while, a little shameful, and not shameful, it's a bad wrong word, a little ignorant to not knowing certain things and not realizing how deep hurt and pain can go on these children. I'm not dumb, and I'm definitely eyes wide open, but I think this is something that is so much deeper and darker than your own mind can actually imagine. That's what it is. So on that note, everything I do and say here is covered under Section 107, the 1976 Act. I will tell you that most, if not all, these photos come from Facebook. And what I have chose to do is go look back. I chose to do this because this Timothy Pitson, this has been 11 years or so since he's been gone, but his spirit is ginormous. He's with Summer Moon Wells. He's with her. Because Timothy Pitson brought me to Summer Moon Wells. He was a little boy from Illinois, went with his mom. You guys could look it up and look at the story. I've done different videos on it as well. And they wound up at the Kalahari Desert, the swim resort. They went through Wisconsin, yada, yada. And the mom was found. They say she committed suicide. I don't think so. I don't really know how someone could slash their own wrist and their neck. The whole thing doesn't make sense to me. And the son and little Timothy was just gone. Gone. I learned about this before Summer even went missing. So Timothy, I was told, look back. Just look back. What was the purpose of me showing you who I was if you're not, excuse the word, fucking do anything with it, right? That's great that he brought me to Summer Moon for him, but he's with Summer Moon Wells and they're working together. But I'm supposed to really look back and hone in on his information. And this was one of the first pictures that I got from Timothy's side of the family. Their photos over there have not been covered. It's news to me, but I think probably because the mother is gone, who obviously knew about it, and no one's gone in to do anything with the photos, and this is over 10 years ago. And if no one's looked at them since then, or no one has realized there's a picture of a little girl on a beach on their family's Facebook photos that looks exactly like Summer Moon, you guys. Okay, I shouldn't say that Summer Moon. This situation, this is where I was trying to tell, people were commenting. I'm like, are you freaking serious? You guys are all stuck on if it's Summer Moon. Summer Moon Wells has taken on being the leader to getting this story out there and getting them justice. Summer Moon Wells is leading this pack. That, to me, is why the nation is so listening to her, while there's been hundreds of other kids that have gone missing since Summer Moon has gone missing. It's going to be a year. Many, many, many more have gone missing within the same situation. The same sick shit. And Summer Moon Wells is a very special spirit. She's very unique, she's very strong, and she wants her story told. So that's how I come up with Summer Moon Wells Missing Children, because her story is the story of all the children she is with. Timothy is one of them. For all we know, this is Timothy with a wig on. We don't know. But it is a Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. This is Summer Moon Wells' story. Because if you look back, for those who haven't looked at any of my past videos, I highly suggest just flip through them. Finish them, don't finish them. Just flip through them. You will see that I have a significant amount of photos of Summer Moon looking just like this. Especially that last photo that we have of Summer, and she's with another little girl with that thing in her mouth, which is exactly what you see here. So you all know I sent this to the TBI. I copied the FBI too. Um, I find it more jaw dropping and very like, what the hell? How is it that this picture, I don't care anymore if someone says it looks strange, because it's not strange, because it matches up with all the other children that have gone missing. So it's not like, oh, this is the first time I'm showing a photo that has a thing in her mouth and she has a bloody tube running down her leg. I have so many of them. And how is it that our world and our society and our fucking country has come to this place of not giving a shit? That this is being shown? I know they see it. I send it to them. That this particular photo, and I'm going to show tonight a lot more of them, is acceptable. That is where my mouth drops. Like, when did this happen? Like the kids, the generation of in the 20s right now, they don't even flinch. I showed this picture to a couple people just to see their reactions. What is so unreal is there wasn't a reaction. I'm like, do you know? Wait 1 second, let me get my leg up here. Do you know what I'm showing you? Do you understand what I'm showing you? Yeah, it looks like a bloody thing, or no, there's no response. And she also has the number 5. She also has that number 5 on her shorts. So this was my teaser, and then I showed you this photo. Now, my little angels that are flying around me right now, do you understand, if I were to give you a channeling reading on a room like this would be the room. This would be the room. It is not an old bathroom. It is not, something that's being rebuilt. This, if the TBI wants to believe me or not, I am putting it out there that the day that this shit blows open, the authorities are going to look like real dumbasses for not even considering it. Because they have nothing to go by. So why not consider it when I show you something like this that comes from a family of a missing child. Comes from a family of a missing child. This room, and I really wish that I could show you the people that I'm getting this from. But all I can tell you is that that's what's behind there, you guys. It's a person. Every one of my photos tonight come from Timothy Pitson's father's friends page on Facebook. Now, let me see if I have my phone, my burner phone. Oh, here it is. I got his cell phone number, right? And before I was going to go on tonight, I wanted to give him an opportunity to speak. Because I said, I believe I have information that could basically help find your son. Let's see here. This is what I wrote. Let's see. I'm like, the person who I should be getting information from would be the father, because this is, all of these photos are at his fingertips, right? They're at his fingertips because I I have a little what is it? I guess Head Start, because I know exactly which friend to look at because I listen to my little spirit guides. Um, okay, maybe he's listening. Here we go. Hello, why do you want to talk to Jim? Jim is Timothy Pitson's father. And who are you? Oops, where'd it go? I said, thank you. Looking for Timothy's father, Jim, the little boy that went missing. I have a theory that includes his son. I have been working on Summerwell's case as well as the other Got Gone, Get Gone kids. He may be able to help out and give his opinion. Would be wonderful. He said, call the Aurora, Illinois Police Department. Talk to describe. I said, I'm looking to talk to Jim. Sorry, he's unavailable. When will he be available? I would like to discuss the hearts. No answer, no answer, no answer. Okay, no, I don't. Please leave us alone. I said, okay, just to be clear, you don't want any of my information. So, dude, whoever did this, you obviously are listening because you just sent me a text. So, okay, whoever is listening, whoever I'm just reading you guys, and he sends a text. So if you are that big of a dumbass and you're listening to me right now and you didn't call, I call bullshit on whoever you are that's answering this phone number. If you have something to say, you asked to come online, you're obviously listening, and I will give you a link. I know you're there. You just texted me. Do not contact me. If you have information, call Aurora Police Department. Do you think I haven't called them? So I'm going to put my phone down. Obviously, you're listening. If you are Jim Pitson, tell me so, and I'll get you a link and get you right on, because your son is one of the Summerwell's missing children's cases. Period. End of story. Everything I'm showing tonight has come off of your Facebook. Okay. So if Jim Pitson, who is Timothy's father, comes on, let me know. All right, you guys. Back to this. So, I'll also have my phone. So if you are listening, all you got to do is text my phone and tell me that you want to be seen. I highly suggest it for the sake of your own innocence, actually. All right. And by the way, everything I say and do here is for the Summerwell's missing children, period, end of story, which includes Timothy. This photo has come from one of their family members. Loud and proud. So what I have the issue with in these photos is that they they show the elements. They show the elements of the story. You've got, I'm going over because a lot of these get pixelated, so I'm going to be copying and pasting some of these for the first time. You see here, you have the little skeleton face. Little skeleton face. And whatever the hearts are. It's all on here. Now, do we know what they do with this room? No idea. But these are the elements that I am showing you that are super important to the case that we're working on. So this room is important. This room's important. It's the clearest to look at it without me touching it or cropping it. Because when a picture is so crystal clear like this, it stays clear if I don't bother with it, And what really bothers me with this, and the TV hasn't done anything, is really the walls, everything matches, especially the face in the face that's in the back of the wall. I mean, look at this. And if they want to find where this is, all they got to do is ask me which person is this from. I have all their names and pictures of which friend it is from his Facebook. I kept it all for them. I wouldn't put it out there because that wouldn't be fair, because it's not necessary, It's not necessary. This is another photo, just a different direction of the photo. But this is the same room. This room is screaming, not to be crazy, but it's screaming bloody murder. It smells, I could smell it. It's sick. It's wrong. And this is a real sick room, like something you would see like in the Holocaust. We've seen, it's every element that I'm showing you today, I want you guys to know, has stayed consistent for 10 months with what I have been saying. So this whole entire presentation tonight will reflect only those elements that I know I keep seeing over and over. It's not a new element. I will be introducing no new elements in these cases. None. I have found them all. I'm sticking to them, and that's it. That's it. So it's nothing new. It's what I'm showing you tonight is really, really, really damaging to the guilty. It's damaging to the guilty because it keeps showing itself over and over. And in tonight's presentation has so much more. So much more. This is what's on it's just like one of those little bony things on the wall back here. It's one of those little things. See the hearts? So let me explain a little story. Part of my knowing from what I say and just from what I know, is it truth? Who the hell knows? I have no idea. It's just what I know to be the truth. So months and months and months ago, we showed, I went over the cabins that are at like 209 Ben Hill Road or something like that, like right by their house. And I was showing inside of the wood pieces the layers and layers of the hearts. And I'm like, I know it's there, but we don't know if it's in that location because they deep fake a lot of the locations, right? This is a perfect example how it's the same element. Those are the same elements. Look inside the wall, you guys. Look in the wall, and you're seeing them in between each piece of wood, in between the wood. Let me crop a little smaller piece for you. And this is what we saw over at Ben Hill Road. So the only element that I know to be true, no matter where it is, are these little hearts that they're putting in between the wood. Can you see that? Is that better? So this little cabin that they're showing, I know to be a very true, correct cabin. It holds the elements that I need to see in there in order for me to even put it on my list. So far only all these elements with the house and the hearts, I have only been pulled them through Summer Moon Wells, right? This Timothy case actually shows it clearer and with so much more detailed information, as if they're the ones over there that started this whole thing. I also wanted to let you know that Timothy Pitson went missing the same year that Tim Mullen did that video. Same year. And for all I know, it's the same month. I think it was May. No, it was April. He went missing in April because I was in the hospital then. Who cares if it's summer? Iris, did you just get to the parade? Start from the beginning. This here shows a very, very important element. And I know, to me, I know for a fact through my tuition, nothing is right or wrong or guilty until proven guilty in the court of law. I know these people are guilty. This may not be a cabin. This just might be a hidden. This is hidden. This isn't out in the open. This is hidden behind a room. This is hidden. It's hidden. It's not in the open. Remember I showed you that picture of that girl standing in front of a door, and there was something in the behind her doorway? Same group. The TBI, the FBI could probably break this open in an hour because it's the same girl. It actually shows it. She actually shows it. This is the same group where I'm getting these pictures. Oh, she had the glasses on, and her top of her head was cut up, and behind her was a door. And at what I was showing you, it was a room like this hidden behind the door. It's the same group of people, you guys. Okay. I'm just putting this in here. I believe it's upside down, but I'm putting this in here for the sake of keeping it, just in case this is a room that has pertinent information for the TBI or whoever's watching, because it has a lot of the elements on the right hand side. It has like the white here, let me blow it up for you. Like I see a few. Wait. Okay, let me show you what. And then what this also shows is it's kind of underground, kind of. All right, let me crop this and bring this in. Okay, this section, each side has a bit of different information. This here comes from over here. Oh wow, wait, I have to turn it around or something. Wait. See, when I brighten it up, copy. The guys that are posting these pictures all have the same kind of photos. See the white heart? It's coming from right there. A whole big ball of the white stuff, which I know is a big part of this process. These balls of these white things are kind of all over this basement. And it almost looks like, let me put my energy in this for a moment. Let me try to get a read. Give me a second. Okay. Kind of seeing it. This goes over here. This is an important picture. It will come into play once they find the equipment that is used. No, it's saying once they find the person who builds the equipment. This is his part of the process here. He's building this equipment. And it is part of the truck. So this will become of importance. All of this, because this, I put this aside because this is the red heart, and you guys, this goes down underground. What you're looking at, I spiritually could feel it. Let me see if I could. I don't know if this will go brighter. You're looking downward, deep, deep, deep down into the ground. And that heart. Oh, wait a minute. I am able to brighten it up. Hold, here I come. Look at that. So even though everything else is white, It goes very deep into the ground. Oh, look at that, you guys. You could see the white hearts down there. So this is telling you a lot of information if the police wanted to take this photo seriously, because if you look on the bottom, there's the white with the V's. Wait, let me put this back up here. I'm going to crop it. This definitely supports my theory that it's down under, because by me seeing and you guys seeing those white hearts all the way down there confirms it. Confirms you're looking down, and this is of importance to the Summer Wells missing children's case. And you're looking at, for all we know, you're looking at the jug. I need to know if you guys see this. That looks down. Right. Wow. Okay, let me do the other side and see what it looks like. Bright. This yeah. So here they make you want to think everything's really old and gross, but it really isn't, because the pieces underneath it and below it are real clean and white. They're real clean and white on a clean floor. You can see the beautiful wood. So yeah, this is an important picture. Again, this is from the same photo. This is the one that showed the white pieces with the hearts. And this is the same photo, you guys. I tried to blow it up enough so we could see it and lighten it. But after you lighten it too much, it sort of tries to blow itself up. Like all of these numbers appear. But let me get this one closer for you. Here. That's what's back there. So there's your white piece with the heart. And I believe that's the chair and the buggy. Like I see all of it back there, is what I see. Let's see if I could get it any clearer. Oh, maybe, wait. Oh, here, I made it a little brighter. Copy. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, and obviously there's a lot of numbers in it because that's just them coding it. But again, the purpose of me showing this is to hopefully get the authorities to go do something about it. They can know, they'll know whose photo this is. All they got to ask is the father, Timothy Pitson's father. It's all there. This was another photo I found. It fits with my philosophy that it's something that's underground. This photo actually shows that this is being built on top of a box, just like I said the Wells house was. It shows it clearly. This is what he's showing off. Let me get a better photo of it. He's showing off that right there at the edge is the edge of the floor. Watch. And it's going down. It's not going across. This floor is built on top of a box. It's not like it's the end of the room. It's like a stage. It's like a stage on top of a box. So let me show you what that box looks like when you blow it up and you make it bright. It has the number 5 on the box. It's so frustrating that I could show so much shit that's really relevant. This is what week 2 I showed Don building the floor, and I showed how it's going on a slant, and that's when I started begging them to dig on their property. And I said, there's maroon boxes under there. He's building something on top of a floor. And nothing was done. Nothing. Did you guys see that number 5? I'll crop it. Copy. Okay, here's just Don is the number 5. It's right there. And do you guys see those little lights, those little specks of light? Those are peeping Toms. I'm just telling you they are. I know what they are. It's all like, it's a fucking show they put on. Here's a close-up of the corners of the wall. I know it doesn't look like anything to you guys. I have it here because it's what Candace takes pictures of daily in her house. The corners of the wall. She takes pictures of the wood, of the definitely the plaster. But if you look closely into that, there's numbers and shit in there. This is what's on the floor. It believe it or not, this is a part of their equipment. It is a part of their equipment. Let me just get a little better photo. We see these boxes of whatever they want you to think it is throughout the summer, throughout Candace and, well, not anymore, Candace and Don's doing the house stuff. They're building a bathroom. They pay a lot of attention to what's facing the bathroom mirror. This is the same setup that is in the Watts case. It's in the plumbing. Something is in the kitchen. The purpose of this photo is to take the photo of what's in the kitchen. This is a piece of the equipment. This is it. That's the suitcase. This is so dum-dums that are following the Watts case, which is so freaking easy to connect them. This is the suitcase that goes with the fake Shanann, because that was not Shanann. The fake Shanann. It so wasn't Shanann. Shanann was already dead by then. Obviously. Only to the YouTubers, it's obvious. Only to the YouTubers. This is the same garage that I took the other photos. The equipment within this garage is something that I would love to see TBI get a warrant and just dig right through it. There's no reason pictures from someone that is in a whole different state. 11 years ago, their child goes missing. Wife is found dead to have the same shit that Summer Moon Wells has, who just went missing 10 months ago. Let me show you just a few little close-ups of this. All right, let me just crop in there a few pictures that I know my listeners understand. Here's one of the most common elements, the number 5. That is on that tube thing. And then the other, oh, look at that. I haven't seen that this so close up, this thing. And even what it's hooked with, this, I'm telling you guys, this whole thing with the red, this whole thing is what Summer Moon Wells used, even all the way to the clip. That's a box. That's one of the maroon boxes. And it's even being held the exact same way that is in Summer Moon Wells' photos. These photos, you guys, are just insanely crazy because they show up. And they really they never looked for the little boy anywhere close to the house. Nowhere. This is them. Oh my God. This is the father that I said looked like the guy from the farm. This is Timothy. Look at the 5 in the mom's head. The fingers of the kids. Like, now that we've gone through the Summer Moon Wells case together and you see these pictures like this and you say, how is it that no one says anything? They just think that she just committed suicide and the son just was taken and lives with other people. I mean, for months, this number 5 we've been looking at is in her head. Look at the child's fingers. So this is Timothy. These are some of Timothy's photos. Now that we know so much more than we did 11 years ago, this case should have been busted open. I've contacted them several times. Shit should have been busted open. Look at her neck. That's on the father's wrist. Let me go back. That's on the father's wrist. Let me show you a close-up of the son's head, so you understand that there is no question that Summer Moon Wells and Timothy share the same story. Look at him. Side of their head and the mom's head. They have the heart in between them like all the other kids do. Let me get just a better clip. So that's what's frustrating. But one day it will come. One day they will look at this picture and be like, how did we not see the bee on the top of her head? or the heart between their faces. Look at that, you guys. And they still think that story is just the truth. The mother was either killed or she killed herself because she just loved her son too much to see it through. So, truthfully, if I was the father, wouldn't you be like, wow, that might just even solve the case? Or any of their family members that see that I'm using their photos, and their photos are loaded in evidence. Evidence from what I call evidence. Let me clarify that. No one's guilty till proven guilty. Nothing has been discussed with the authorities. At least I've discussed things, trust me, but for guilt. Here's another picture with his mom. Obviously, he has something wrapped around him, and you could see very clearly, once again, what's going on here. Wait. Oh, the next one. Okay. Look at that. Now, something's really, really changing in these because they're actually turning into little bumps. But this is Timothy with his mom. And it came from their social media. This is the heart that I said's connected to the kid's ears. This is the best picture so far. So sometimes I'll show a photo with a child that has a hat on, right? And I'll say, but look real close to the side of their head. They have one of these wrapped on them. Obviously, we don't know what the hell they are, but they're there. And the one on the mom's side against Timothy's head is same location as the other children. But that's a really big picture of the... And the heart is on like a silver tube or a silver stick, whatever that is. But it's a stick with a heart. That's what I call them. So what I'm saying is the philosophy of what's going on here is different from the story that is being told in the news. And it's so sad that these kids just haven't gotten justice yet because their story is being covered. Their story is being ignored. It's being hidden. This doesn't look like a boy who just was taken and the mom committed suicide. That's not the story. That is not the story in this photo. Either is this. This is Timothy at his uncle's house. With his fishing pole, with one of those things on it with a heart. This is what they call fishing. It's nuts. I don't know. I don't know who this girl is, but she's in the water with him, and she has the same elements on her. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It's getting a little pixelated. I don't know who that is. So this is him as a child. Look at his mouth. And this is what's on him as a child. Here you could actually see those thin little whatever they are. I don't know if they're I don't know what they are. They're tubes of some sort. But look under his hat, under his chin, his ear, his shoulder, it's all the same elements. And in his mouth. That was just again number 5. Number 5's in there, and that's on his shoulder. This is a picture, supposedly his very last day at the Wisconsin Water Park. And I'm showing you photos that are showing you the elements that I follow in the Summer Wells missing children's cases. And one of them is the mouth, what's going on, and on his shoulder. And I'm going to show you, and in the water, of course. In the water, you have your hidden hearts. They hide them in water. I'm going to get a little closer up so you guys don't miss this. Okay. I'm going to crop it a little bit more. This just tells me, let me see if I could change it. Sharpness, maybe. Oh yeah, this may help. Copy. Okay. In this fake water ride, these hearts appear throughout the water. And they're in a couple different places. And probably look like chains and stuff, but it's that fake water. And Timothy's really in a bad situation. Um, and it's photos like this that the parents have as part of their social media that support the fact that the parents know what happened, because this is just a fake photo. It's fake. It's deep faked as if he is swimming in water at a water slide. He is not. Let me see what's let me look at this belly button. Oh, I never really looked at that before. It's a 5 and a 3. Let me see if I turn it to the left. Let me see if I turn it to the left. Paste. Let's see. Copy. Okay. I've never looked at that before. Strange. Okay. This is really what Timothy looks like. And maybe one day this will be heard and this will be solved, because each child is telling the same story. This here might be the water park. For Summer Moon Wells, it was the water hole. But at the end of their journey, at the end of their time, their story, whatever that story is, which we will know one day, is the same. These kids are sharing the same story. And really, I know that we have listeners here that are listening, and I appreciate it. I love you all for it. The authorities are choosing not to, you guys, and I don't know why. I don't know why. This photo obviously is not showing a child on a water slide. Okay, now I'm going to tell you trigger warning. That was a little bit about Timothy and a location of which I feel all the children share. I'm going to show you a few photos. 50 slides. 60 slides that come from this family's friends and family. You're going to see a lot of triggering shit, and this is the stuff that we have been trying to stop, that we have been trying to get anyone to pay attention to, right? This, as you could see, is a photo that is so clear, not covered up. Just wanted to show you the numbers on his fingers. It's a number 5. This person has a number 5 on his finger, and the number 2. It's not being covered up. She has the heart going all the way down her back, and she has this shit on her that we have been seeing and watching. for 10 months. Let me brighten it up a little. This isn't funny. That's why really took me so long to go on tonight, because I really, there were so many photos that were symbolic to what I see, but it's so upsetting. It's so upsetting. It's really upsetting. So these children, it's still going, and I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I have a hard time with it. My body jerks and feels shit as I look at pictures, and I feel very emotional towards the fact that nothing's been done. And I'm very sad for the children. The leg, again, there's like a connection onto something we don't know, but this child is just hurting. This is a separate photo from the other one. Let me see. Brighten it up. But there are a few photos. There are a few photos of the same situation. They're just different angles, but each angle that they show doesn't cover up anything. She's connected to those things, whatever they are. You just don't ever see her face. All you see is what they're doing to her. It's on her neck. It's very clear. Let's see if he has texted me. Let's see. Wait 1 second. One second. Okay. You could see what is happening here. It's pretty. She's covered. So I'm covering little girls' faces. She's young. She's very young. Probably hasn't even hit puberty. And she is in one of these rooms, and in her hand she's holding that bloody thing in her hand. The walls, everything about this is wrong. There's a heart over to the left-hand side. To me, there's something. This. Let me put it this way. This is what This is the Summer Moon Wiles missing children's case. That's what it is. And all of the photos, they could just pick up the phone and call one person. That's it. Copy. Because we all know at this point what this is. And this, now understand that this, oh, you guys, I see it. These are secret rooms. You guys, there's a wall like this on both sides. Wait a minute. It is between the wall. Like I said. Let me crop her head out. One second. Watch this. Here's the room. Look at the sliding door on both sides. This is exactly what I said Don Wells built. There's the hinges to the door. Oh my God, you guys. I see it. I know it. Oh my God. Okay, so when when Candace shows selfies and behind her, there's always like a thin, it almost looks like it's the sunshine coming through, and it's all the same. If they would just pull that goddamn house down. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like she stands like in one room, and she takes a picture of the room behind her. And in that room, there's always like, it looks like a door that doesn't seal correctly to the wall, because that's what I see in my third eye. I'm like, I want that their doors aren't mushed together. Like it was like put together wrong. This is a door within a door, you guys. Look at it. Let me crop it. Because the thing is, I don't want to use her face. Oh, I could do that without that. Copy. Okay, so here's one side. This is this side. See that? It's coming out of the wall. It's coming out of the wall, like you probably just could push it in like a sliding door. And so is this side. See the bottoms? See how the bottom is made? It's not a door. Wow. Wait. I'm just trying to look at something. These are the corners. See that? How it's to the left of this. It's not a solid wall. It's like that's a room of some sort. That's not a door that's on a hinge to the same wall. Like, so this is hinged to something else. It's not hinged to that room or anything. It's like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Same on the other side. I mean, obviously, you see those heads or whatever that is. Look at the corners. Those are not. This is a very bad room. That makes no sense. Oh my God, I can't look at it very long. It's not good for me to look at it. I can't. I have to do that later. Ugh. Okay. Here's some more pictures. These got pixelated. It's their family at the beach. Their family at the beach. I don't know which family this is. This is friends or family, but it comes from his friends and family on Facebook. This is a close-up of one of the children's necks. You would be able to see it better if I was able to put her face up. But she's got curly, red hair. I will not put her face up here. All I want you to notice are the elements and the people whose child this is. They know who they are. And there's no need for me to put her beautiful face on here. This is the heart that's connected to her. I hope you guys could see that. She's has a lot on the top of her head and on the side of her head, but for the sake of knowing that this little child, I don't know, live or dead or whatever, but it's awful. It's just awful. It's just awful that this is going to continue. And here, I'll show you as close as I can to the silver part in her hair. This is wrapped throughout her head. This stuff and the silver heart. The silver heart is there, but I think I cropped it too much. So these are basically friends and family. I'm not showing her face. It's one of her of one of his friends and family taking a selfie of herself with that behind her. Really? And they superimpose and deep fake the number 5 on the foot. All right, you guys, I am going, this is, again, all comes from their friends and family. I am once again showing photos of these Jeeps in the water, just like I showed you from Tim Mullen's video, and just like I showed you from Appalachian Fair. The Appalachian Fair may have these kind of trucks go, in the mud and so forth that I said I know are a part of it. This, to me, I pulled it aside because it falls within the same elements of character, same character, the same motion. It's the same mud. It's the same situation, but it's in these guys' photos. So, it's exactly what I see at Appalachian Fairground. That's the best that I could explain it. And the children that are involved within these photos, somewhere on their bodies, they all have shit connected to them. Let me see. So this is in 2005. Let me go back. This is 2005. And here, what I want to show you that are elements that just pop up throughout all the Missing Summer Wells children. There are particular carriages they have, luggage pieces, and strollers, right? When I go deep into these photos, that is what I get. So I think that in 2005, they had no reason to cover their equipment. They just didn't, because they're carrying it loud and proud. These guys have, like, again, the trees connected to their heads. But these photos, what you see is what you get, right? So I could tell that no one has even looked at these photos because they're so clear still. Look all the way in the back. Look at the trees. Look at the floor. And whatever she's holding is a real piece of element. Because whatever they're doing in the Jeeps ain't good. It's just not good. Let me show you a couple more close-up pictures of what's going on in here. I didn't want to copy and paste them because like you'll see, some of my pictures get so pixelated. That happens because I crop it. Now let me show you what's in these Jeeps. Oh, God. Whatever they're doing, they bring the hearts, and these people are covered in trees. They're covered in trees. I don't mean to laugh, but, this is what we've been saying. Like, this guy is covered in stuff that they're putting these guys in these cars, and no one cares. No one cares. Wait, hold on. Sorry, course, the husband, he won his fantasy football with his buddies, and they got him a huge award, and he sent it to me a while ago. I didn't say anything, so he's worried. I didn't say anything. like he's 12. Okay, anyways, this is what's in the cars, you guys. And it pretty much matches what they're doing with it at the, with the same as I see at the Appalachian Fairground and in Tim Mullen's videos. Tim Mullen's videos are just like this. We saw this already. We saw this at the farm. We saw this at Bender's farm. They pretend to be pulling shit with cars in the water, in the mud. This is it. It's part of their purpose. This was an interesting one. They have a lot of information when it comes to the inside of these cars. Now, mind you, this was years ago. Because this was years ago, I fully believe in my heart this is what Don Wells is doing with his cars. Whatever is under the car, in the car, the engines, I said to look under the car, under the car. How many times it was just like, you got to look to see what he's building in there. I'm not the only one. You don't have to be clairvoyant or anything like that to recognize the fact that he's doing shit under his car. Right? Well, now that I've come across Timothy, this guy's friends and family, and I see that that is what they use. This is what they're using. I just can't believe they never checked Don Wells's. Because it's what is inside these trucks. Like I don't know what it is, but it's being used. Let me brighten it up and see what's in there. It's being used. And they're obviously using it in a way that doesn't get them busted. Crap. Okay. It looks funny, but at least it's brightened. That's what it shows inside. I think it's an empty truck. I don't think that that's an engine. I don't know what's in there, but it's whatever is in there. It's not to run the car. Right. Contrast. See, the more I do it, the weirder it looks, though. Copy. Yeah, it looks weird. That's the best I could get it. But that's what's in there. And, it's the best I could get it to look. And the front of the car has the heart thing flat on it. These are made of metal. They're made of metal. So what I did is I followed the truck to see the elements that it has that actually represent my tree trunk, theory and all of that stuff. And it really does. It really does. Oh, that's too pixelated. Wait. Let me get a better photo. In this photo that you see here, the Their tree trunks are hollowed out and they have stuff in it. Let me show you. And they're bringing it with them. So you see that? It's in there. It's in the bottom of the tree trunk. This one. It's right there. Just look at the bottom of the tree trunk. They put that in there. This is coming with them, you guys. This is traveling with them. Let me get another one. There's a few of them. All right, let me get this tree trunk. So whatever it is, it's on the front. It's right there. So those white thing, it's like the hearts that are connected to those white things, whatever they are. They're metal, they're maybe they're trees, maybe they're part of the freaking leaves or what they put hanging on the trees. But this one is right there. Like it's actually on there. Let me make it a little smaller without losing the photo. This is their purpose. No matter how fucking dumb it sounds, this is their purpose. It's right there. This is what it is. I don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they're doing. But guess what, guys? Whoever's watching who know that obviously now we all know, I know this is true. And I cannot wait for the day. I cannot wait for the day that someone calls me and is like, you are not going to fucking believe this. Your tree trunk thing is real. I won't be like, oh, I won't be like, oh, no way, is it? I'd be like laughing my ass off is what I will do. Because they're covering the trees with this shit. And they're definitely not like tree huggers. They're murderers. But this is their purpose. Right here. Right here. That's their purpose. Wait, what does he have back there? Oh, you don't see. Because I haven't gone through this. There's so much information on here that will help the authorities one day. Oh, wow. I've always wondered where this is or where it goes. Let me show you guys. The white piece, this white piece, it's right in the middle with the heart on it. Let me see if I get it even cleaner for you. Copy. Is a very, very, very important piece to the people that are doing this. It's that white thing on the white thing with the heart on it. It's flat. That's the piece that it goes against the head. Very interesting. there's a lot here. So there, you guys see that? That's the white piece that's against all these kids' heads. And in Summer Moon Wells's poster, it's that. And it was also in the church with her. Michael Vaughn has it on his head. Do you guys see this white thing? This is a real important piece of the puzzle. I shouldn't have said that. This is a real important piece to the children. This is a very important piece for the children's story. This is a piece that needs to be part of their telling their story. Wow. Sorry, guys. This is... Let me take a picture. Take a picture. It lasts longer. Crazy. What's under the truck? Oh, Jesus. Think it's a person? One day we'll know. All right. So this is their purpose, and there's their tree trunk. Here's another one of their pictures that I got off of Timmy's friends and family. You guys, this has a lot to do with, I believe, is, how they get away with it. So I'm showing it. It's got the number 5 in the front. It's got the hearts. It's the same group of people. These trucks do have a lot to do with it. I could safely say that I feel I am correct. Now remember, this was 2005. And that's what's on front of the truck. There's the number 5. Let me turn it a little. Boop. Copy. So this is why they're really quite connected, these kids, because I know number 5 is Don Wells. Now remember, like I said in the beginning, this all comes from the Timothy Pitson family and friends side. This comes from their side. This is my favorite photo of the whole thing. Well, you could obviously tell someone messed with it, but this is bingo. I couldn't wait to get to this one. This is what they're doing with the tree trunks. This is what they're doing with the freaking tree trunks, you guys. I haven't touched this photo. I haven't manipulated this photo. I've done nothing. Nothing. I'm going to let you look at it. Take a good look at it. It's every element all the way down to the cooking pot. All the way down to the pot. How crazy is that? Now I'm going to crop and paste. Let me see what I've cropped and pasted here. All right. Let's start with this. Let's start with the fact that he has some type of capsule connected to a tree trunk, and the tree trunk is connected to his truck. And what it looks like is the tree trunk is what's connected to the heart. Right? We crop in. This here is their purpose. This here is their purpose. This guy is in charge of this part of the process. How crazy is this? Oh, it gets worse. They show so much. Oh my God. Let's see. Wait. Let's see what the next one is. I mean, you guys could see that it has it's kind of just like this really is very similar to Tim Mullins as well. Because in his water, he has this stuff too. This is green, it's white. This is what's behind the tree here. See how he has like the bones and stuff superimposed in the tree? Here's another photo from the same people. They built a boat / truck. Now, I would say it was two weeks in. I have these pictures. You could go back to my videos that show. I'm like, what the heck? What do they have these? There's trucks in the water. These trucks have huge tires. They're in the water. They're moving things. They're using tunnels. This makes sense to me. So what I find underneath each one of these trucks there, this is exact same information and elements that I have from Appalachian Fairground. The only difference is this is a different location. Same thing going on. This isn't a game. This picture has a lot of information in it. A lot. I know that you guys would know how to get to it. Just crop and paste. It's really important to do that so you all understand what you're looking at. I'll give you an example. I'll crop here. I'll crop a little something. Let's see, on the truck, because anywhere I crop, copy, gives great information. So it's what's under the truck. See how things are being pulled on chains and they have those little white things on. It's under the ground. Whatever's under the ground, it seems as if this truck lifts it, puts it down there. I don't know. But it's there. It's what what is all around him and what's surrounding the truck is really what gives the most information. You know, like something like this, I have a lot of information behind. Okay, so look behind the truck. That's what's behind the truck, are the maroon boxes being pulled. So when you see something like this, the maroon boxes are all covered. This to me shows exactly how these maroon boxes are moving. Not exactly. It shows one of the ways that they're moving. This is how they're moving. I know that they're on a track. I know that they move. I know they move from up to down, under and over and everywhere. And they're definitely the same boxes I showed you from Tina's place. The same box that Candace shows us. All these months she shows it to us. So this truck that you see here, what's behind that truck are one of the most important elements in this whole entire Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. The boxes. It's the boxes. And whatever else is in the trees, like right here. Wait, let me see. Oh, move down a little bit. This little section. This little section. So this stuff, and there's, that guy hanging in the tree like we saw in Tim Mullins. Same thing. It's all the same. And the only way to find this is to ask the person who posted it. This is them getting rid of the shit. It's all wrapped up. Here, I'll show you exactly what it is. It's right here. It's all wrapped up. It's right there with the 3 hearts. That is their purpose. And it's being moved. It's being moved without a trace. Without a trace. See? And all these trees, I don't know what they're doing, but if you look at this right here, this is pretty much identical to what I showed you in Tim Mullen's video. And of which I forgot which farm. Them in the tree and they're hanging out of the tree, and I said that could be Summer Moon Wells. Well, here, see, this is what this is. That's a person in a tree trunk being moved, you see. This is a whole story, you guys. This is a whole story. And let me tell you something. It's quite disgusting that this is still going on. And this is from Timothy Pitson's Father's Friends and Family Facebook. Look at that. They are doing something with nature. Stick to my same thing. Stick to it. This is a major, massive sacrifice. Being pulled in. Wow. I'm being quiet because I'm watching. I'm watching. This is really mind-blowing. I think it's mind-blowing. Wait, why do I have this is part of a trailer? Wait. I don't know why I have that there. Just another picture of a very, very close-up photo of one of these trucks doing their process. And if you look in the water, the silver hearts and all that stuff, it's floating. And in the back of his truck is that. That's in the back of his truck. And he's dumping it in the water, the hearts and the bloody things. Let me get a close up. He's like dumping it in the water. Copy. All right, here. Those are the hearts in the water. So these trucks are made, they're made for this. And it's blood. It's a bloody head. However you want to look at it, it's a bloody head. Let me see if I can brighten it. A little bit. Let's see. Copy. That's in his back seat. Not superimposed. It's in the fake back seat. And they're dumping it in the water. This is the same truck. I want to put it out there so I show the authorities. They see this and they see what is going on and what's being built. Okay, so now we're done with the trucks and going back into family members that have the horrific things on their body, and it's really obvious. Again, this is all from Timothy Pitson's father. They're sitting over here. He's sitting on a couch with that thing connected. It's right there. It's connected to him. He is not hiding it. He's not faking it. It is just right on his chin. As loud and proud as he could be. Right on his chin. And these are real little mechanism. I mean, I would love to know who made them. It's right on his chin. Oh, I did show their faces? Well, I didn't mean to. Sorry. I'm going to show these pictures in a minute. This couple here, their family, and I mean I could show that they're not underage, so it's not a big deal. But these are the parents, and this is what's between their head. Now, I can't say who's guilty, not guilty, blah, 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 but this is what the purpose of these photos is to show you the actual close photo of the equipment that that they use, because this is the first time that I have found any photos that show it so clearly. I mean, ridiculous. So I have to show it for the sake of the missing children. For the sake of Summer Moon. For the sake of the Summer Moon missing children. For the sake of Timothy Pitson. That's between them. We all know that's part of the equipment. And we all know that there's something weird going on in their glasses. So they sat in that white thing with all like the cotton balls. What's in them are a bunch of red hearts. And they're on that same metal kind of pieces that Summer Moon Wells winds up wrapped in. So here I'm showing you that it's a box, that they're sitting in this thing that we have seen for months and months and months. It's covered in white. And it's got the red hearts, and it's got white frame. It's really what this is. I don't know what possessed them to try to cover it up with something like this. I have no idea. I showed this yesterday. Um, Sorry, I'm getting very tired. This is one of the farms, and this is how they choose to show their horse. I thought it was important to show, so I showed it. I don't know who these people are, and this baby though is very clearly wrapped in this red stuff, so I don't know who that is. I have a lot of photos like this. I did the best I could to remove the faces. Even the adults, I tried to remove the faces because the pictures, um, for the sake and the purpose of what I'm showing, I don't need to show their faces. Because the most important thing to see is that this little girl has a man's hands around her neck, and she has this on her neck. That's the most important thing to know. The children here, they're not only wrapped in this, but the animals that are behind them are also victim. They're a victim of this. The children are a victim, and the animals are a victim. So this to me is another place that the animals are covered in shit. I don't know what it is. I could guess what it is, but I would say that to me, this is animal abuse, child abuse. This would be a place that I would like to see get busted open. I don't know where it is, but they could figure that out because all they got to ask is this dude's father. They have the hearts all over them. This child has something around his neck, and he is connected with the tubes, and he is connected to those animals. To the animals, you guys. This is really sad that I could be talking about this and showing this just right on YouTube. We see what's going on. They know who to go ask. They know whose photos these are. And it's going to be allowed. These animals are connected to something that's doing the same thing to them, you see. It's right there. There you go. This is their purpose. This is their purpose. Tina has a whole entire company dedicated to doing this. And here it is. Do you understand this? That Timothy is missing. And I know, and I have shown this little piece right here. I have shown this process, saying people are like, oh, they're turning them into fossils. Let me tell you something. They're putting shit and fossilizing them to stay in there or something in the wood. What do you think this is? What is this? That's what this is. They're putting something in the wood. This comes from them. This is what I see at that hemp marijuana place. This is their reason. That is their purpose. They have a picture like this. To me, what they're burning is that. They are burning this. And this is what they make all day long. That is what's going on here. Let's see if I turn it to the right. Let's see. Turn it to, because this is that piece. So turn it once to the right. Let me see if I could do it. All right. This piece of wood, I believe, is this piece right here. Because these pictures came together, you guys. This is, I think it's this. Yeah. Watch. See? It is. See, whatever they're putting in the wood, they're burning it. Just like we said. They're burning it. This is what they're burning. All these women are involved. According to me, no one is guilty till proven guilty. I am only spitting out whatever comes out. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. See, that's on their necks. It's a family thing. It's a family thing. This is all their family photos. This little boy, he has all that stuff on him. It's their whole family photo album. So here he is actually at a tree connected to the tree. Again, I have a photo of what's going on. Just these hearts, and they're wrapped in something, and I don't know. But this is what they're doing to our children. There's the tree trunk that they're working with. This is one of the children. This is a child of theirs head. Obviously, they're connected to one another. They're not even covering it up. Nothing. Nothing. So obvious. It's crazy. These are getting so pixelated. So this father is actually sitting with all those, looks like hair pieces, but they have all the hearts on it, and he's actually sitting next to the tree and just doing whatever they do, and he's connected to it with all these tubey things. Just showing it so I have it out there. Again, between the baby's hand and the flowers. This is a very important photo because what I want you to look at is this. The reflection in the window. This is one of the father's sunglasses. Again, this is just a picture, someone standing on one of those bikes. And then to the left is a photo. It's this girl, and then behind her is a photo of what's under the stairway outside. Like it's like some particular hidden room of some sort, and she is connected by something to that pole behind her because it's in her hair. If you look in this guy's reflection, it's obviously he's really not looking at that, right? And just I want to show you another family photo that they took at the water. Not a family photo. This comes from family and friends and family. The most important thing about this is to recognize the background. These are getting super pixelated. But what I did want to tell you is anyone that saw the video that I showed of Candace's drone, it's a drone of cutting the trees. And I said that's a strange house, like a location, and to me this is like the same location that the drone went to. And these trees Whatever they're doing here is what they did at Summer Moon Wells' property. I've put in a video on their property. He shows 3 pine trees, and then he shows 3 that are fake. And I'm like, those are fake. Those aren't real. Those are fake. He's got a fake tree next to the right tree. And it's just like this. I don't know the reason for it. I don't know the reason for it. But they did the same situation here. It's the same thing. Again, family and friends. This little girl is sleeping. She has the same kind of a tube, not a tube, I would call it the white jug, connected to her on the head, same location as Michael Vaughn, and all of these like little hairy things. I don't know what they are, obviously, but everything you see here above this child's head are elements. Oh, this is just a close-up of, this is a close-up of the reflection in the window I just showed you. This is a close-up of it. It's pretty sick. More elements in people's clothing and so forth, especially the babies. The family I showed you that was in the sand by the water. I don't know why this picture is over here, but it's a photo of their feet. And then what was going on inside the house. I don't know why I showed his face, but this is a real important picture. It's very crystal clear what is going on, and nothing has been covered up. I skipped by this picture before I do this one. This one, I don't know why I didn't talk about. This is very important. What this child has on her face is part of the Summer Moon Missing Children's process. This is part of it, you guys. I don't know what they're doing, but what I do know is all the children experience this. They experience this. This little piece, right? Maybe they're giving this to go put on the trees. This little piece actually winds up on the tree. This. This winds up on the tree. All right. This dude. It's the last page. Good, because I am falling. Oh. Wait a minute. Did you guys make sure you looked at this? How that thing is going in her eyeball? Did you guys all notice that? It's going in her left eyeball. And it says the number 5. I had to point that out. This is the last one. This guy has all of this in his head. There's the heart, there's the white thing. We don't know what those fibers are, but those are fibers. And what I wanted to show you, the most important thing, she's like the barber. She is the one who, let me brighten it up a little bit more. She's the one who puts these in. Look what's in her pocket. They're in her pocket, you guys. She is a very important piece of this puzzle. This is that lady's job. Crazy. They're all the pieces. And she is putting them in. How about that? Wow. A lot of information, you guys. In looking back, this is very important, believe it or not. This is a very important slide. This is a very important slide. This is their purpose. This is all their purpose. Part of the process. And he is connected again. All of that shit is next to wood. So what you see here is that white stuff I was talking about on his head. They are burning this. The animals. I think I'm going to leave it on this to call it a night, because I think that this could give a location. I know that this is real. I know that this is happening through my third eye. I know that this is somewhere that could be told. The reason being, it came from all of Timmy's Pitson's family and friends. All he has to do is ask, where is this? This one speaks volumes, and it speaks important information. It's changing. There's certain things coming out here. It's really important. TBI, whoever's working on these cases, please talk to one another. You all are seeing the same elements. Look at that. It's changing. Wow. Page 51. I still look at something every time I want to say goodnight as I'm falling. This is how spirit works. Look what's going on in the middle there. Jeez. That's... my God. Oh my God. Listen to us, please. Please allow the children's story to be told. Please allow their voices to be heard by the right authorities that will bring justice. These kids want their story told. They want their story told. This should not be going another day. Thank you all so very much. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for being here. And may tomorrow bring a brighter day and some justice to these children. Good night, you all. Thank you all, and God bless you.